Hello. After the formations of sperms and formations of ovum, that means the formations of process of sperms in test is known as spermatogenesis, and conversions of spermatid into the spermatozoa is known as spermiogenesis, part of spermatogenesis. And ovary, we have learned that in ovary at every month there is the one ovum is release is known as ovulations, and formations of ovum is known as oogenesis. Now at the end of both the process we got the two haploid number of the cells. That means it's having a half number of chromosomes. In case of spermatozoans we receive the cells is known as spermatozoa, and in case of the oogenesis whatever the cells we have received is known as oogenesis. Now we will discuss about the difference between both the things, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. So these are the few points. Just sex. So spermatogenesis take place in male organs, it is testis, and oogenesis take place in ovary, female reproductive organs. One more difference, when it starts, both having a different type of time durations between the process. The spermatogenesis is start after puberty. It start after puberty, but it take place up to the end of life. But in case of oogenesis in female, it start before birth, intrauterine life, but it becomes more active or release of the ovum start from puberty up to the menopause. This period is known as the reproductive life of females. Now, number of cells, if we consider, then there are the two types of classifications or difference. One, in case of spermatogenesis, number of the cells received at the end of the cycle are 4. That means one spermatogonium is divided to form the 4 spermatocyte. Actually, cell divisions is oogenesis also have to be given the 4 cells, but ultimately out of 4, 3 are polar bodies, and only one oocyte is enlarged and converted into a one mature cells. So theoretically both are having a 4 cells, but in case of spermatogenesis there are the 4 cells. In case of the oogenesis there is the only one active cells. These are the difference of spermatogenesis and oogenesis. One more thing is the number of cells throughout the life. So how many cells are produced? In case of male, once it start approximately too much 100 millions of the sperms per ml which discharge into the in semen. But in case of female there is only and only one ovum is released at each month alternately from the right and left ovary. Means throughout the life hardly 4 to 500 ova are set throughout the life. That means number of cells released are very less. So these are the few differences between spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Actually it is very easy, just on the basis of the cell divisions and few other things and hormonal effect what we have already discussed. Now one more difference between the male and female gametes. Gametes, they are also known as the haploid number of cells. Haploid number of cells which presence in male gametes is also known as sperm, and female gametes is known as oocyte. genetically both having a haploid number of cells, and due to this haploid number of cells, in next lecture we learn the both male and female gametes are fused with each other and makes a one single large zygote from which the fertilization is take place. It is diploid number of cells. Now, which are the differences between this both type of the cells according to some factors? If we consider the size in the sense, yeah, sperms are very small. That's why there are the millions of sperms are present per ml, and it is hardly up to the 2 micron in width. Size means the breadth, width of the cells. But same thing in case of the female gametes, it's very large, up to 120 micron in size. It can be considered as the largest cells in the human body. So this is the according to size. Sperms are very small, ova are very large. Length. Length of sperms are very long, approximately up to 60 micron. But in case ovum, they are very less. Motility. They are highly motile in the female genital tract as well as outside the, in when it's going into the female genital tract, it's got the motility, and motility is required for fertilization. But female gametes, ova, they are immobile, but its motility is due to the presence of cilia in uterine tube. Nutritional cytoplasm. In other words, this difference is according to the amount of cytoplasm. During the cell divisions, what happens? Spermatocytes having a almost no cytoplasm or very little amount of cytoplasm, because there is no need of the nutrition after fertilization, or it cannot be provided the fertilization by sperms. But in ova, what happens? It receives the unequal amount of cytoplasm at the divisions of cells. When the primary spermatocytes is divides to form the secondary spermatocyte, there is large amount of the cytoplasm is going into the one, and another is very less is converted into the polar body. In this way, its large cytoplasms in future it provides for the nutritional purpose in initial days of the after the fertilization, initial few days of the pregnancy. Chromosome number, the both type of the gametes is half, means haploid number, but each cells again having a two but in different characteristics. Male having the one is X and one is Y bearing cells, but in case of female, both type of the cells having a 22 plus X. That means after the fertilization, female gametes is not responsible to determine the sex. It is dependent on the only male gametes, because fertilization is take place either the X bearing or Y bearing sperms. So these are the differences between the male and female. Here are the few important short questions to be asked according to your recent syllabus, either 2 to 3 marks questions. Few for most of the topics we have already covered. Even though if you I will not be covered, you can ask anytime through any media to the me. Actually, you can got any answer at anywhere, even though there are the few I have already given, and it is your duty to find out all the answers of this question. Thank you very much.